for that clash with Hillsborough High School that clearly, in my eyes, was initiated by Melbourne High School. As you see, Hillsborough High School still with the hands up. So we'll see how that shakes out for the second to last race of the day. To have kind of some interesting NASCAR carnage down here is not what we expected, or I expected to see in those last 10 strokes. But
I just don't know. You know, that was so strange. You know, that boat just veered off to starboard, like almost like the rudder broke or something, or else somebody, the two rower in Gar got super strong and bow just quit. But I don't know what happened there. But there was a veering to starboard by that boat was just precipitous.
Yeah, it was tremendous. They were all four rowing, so it's hard to know what went on there. All right, we'll send it to you, Casey. Last race of our day one. It's a boys junior 8 repechage. It's 6 boats across. They're all there from our eye in the sky. Casey, it looks like maybe one boat still needs to get back into the stake boats, but also we definitely have some in the lane alignment issues in terms of where the points are. So I would say that they're going to try to work on that a little bit, and then we'll get going with our final race of the day.
Yeah, we had one crew that was, I won't call it late to the line, but everyone else was on the line, and they were still back behind the platforms here. Might have been Ransom B boat. We got 2 Ransom boats in here, by the way. They're right next to each other. You got Team Tampa on the far side. Then you got Ransom B, Ransom A, South Orlando, Jacksonville Episcopal, and Treasure Coast. Treasure Coast being the one closest to us. So interesting to see. We've seen Ransom do some damage out here in other boats. We'll see if their 8s can do a similar kind of thing. Again, this is a junior 8. You've said it before. This used to be called years ago the junior varsity 8, and they've dropped the terminology. But these are the boys that if they had to prove themselves to their coach, this is what they want to do. They want to show their coach, I belong in that first 8. How do you do that? You do that by rowing exceptionally well and winning this race to get in that grand final. You know, sometimes these junior 8s have something to prove, and I think they have something to prove every time they get on the water, really. So here we go. We're off the starts. We are 3 boats out in front. We've already got 3 boats that have dropped back behind the pack. Let's see, who do we got here? Basically level bows, lane 6, which is Jacksonville Episcopal, lane 4, which is Ransom A, and just behind them by a deck length is Treasure Coast in lane 7 here in the blue boat closest to us. Those 3 boats, 2 to go to the finals this time, not 3, so you could see some serious shots being thrown out here, because right now there's only a deck length separating them between lane 6 and 4. It's dead even bow ball to bow ball as they go through the buoy lines here, and only a deck length behind the bow of the 7 seat, the bow of the Treasure Coast, sitting on the wash box of Jacksonville Episcopal and Ransom A. So it's been like this from the start. It really hasn't changed much. Treasure Coast now getting maybe another foot or 2 on that group. Ransom A is maybe three bows dead level crossing the buoy line. Now it is Treasure Coast that pushes their bow out by 1 foot over lane 6 Jacksonville Episcopal, with 1 foot over Ransom A. So as they come to the 1,000-meter mark, you look at the cameras as they come through here. It is now Treasure Coast pushing out by a deck length on the other 2. They're still sawing back and forth between Ransom A and Jacksonville Episcopal. Right behind them, we haven't said anything about South Orlando. South Orlando thought was going to get left behind, but they're not. They're still in contact this far into the race with 1,000 meters to go. You see sometimes crews with open water down, they can throw some things in there that will help bring them back into this mix. And I'm going to keep calling this because we are still bow to bow between Ransom A and Jacksonville Episcopal, with only a deck length, the Treasure Coast out in front. This is one heck of a race. 2 to go on. I want to see some fireworks going on between these crews as they get down there. No one has the ability to relax a single stroke in this to make that grand final. And now I see Ransom A breaking that dead even tie, which has been on there for hundreds of meters, by about 3 feet. But Treasure Coast now about 2 seats up on Ransom A over there on the far side. And I'm going to, if the drone's up there, I can't tell if it's there, but I'm going to let you guys call it from the drone. It ought to be an awesome sight from above.
You are absolutely dead solid, perfectly correct. We are seeing a really great race today where closest to us at the bottom of our picture, it is Treasure Coast. Treasure Coast is really handling it very nicely and really putting themselves in a good position. But it is Ransom at the top of the screen that is playing spoiler. They have moved away from Jacksonville Episcopal, and it's become a two-boat race between Treasure Coast down close in the blue boat and Ransom at the top of the screen. So let's go see as they start coming down into the last 500 meters of our last race of the day, day one of the Florida Scholastic Rowing Association Sweep Championships. Teach the finals. We're going to figure out who's who in the zoo. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, our last race, and the fastest boat on the water is Ransom Everglades up at the very top. Will they be able to move into Treasure Coast? Will they be able to hold off Jacksonville Episcopal?
Yeah, it's Ransom with good momentum up there, although they're losing their course just a little bit going off to the port side. So they are almost now dead level with the boat from Treasure Coast. Jacksonville Episcopal still has an overlap with the two. Jacksonville really needs to find some speed. They have 300 meters to the line to try to close a full-length gap on these other two. Otherwise, they're going to find themselves in the B final. So it was just so close all the way through 500 to go. And then Treasure Coast and Ransom found a different gear, and they kind of dropped Jacksonville just a little bit. 200 meters to go. It's still Treasure Coast. It's still Ransom, just ahead of Jacksonville Episcopal. It's a boys junior 8 repechage for 2 places in the A final to row for the gold medal and the crown of state champion in the state of Florida. Joe, here it comes.
Treasure Coast is really starting to push it down. There they go. They're starting to bring up their rating, as is Ransom. It's a great race here as they come down to the finish. Those crews are really maintaining their technique, but they're really putting the pedal to the metal. And it is Treasure Coast with about a half a length over Ransom, and Jacksonville Episcopal back a little bit, open water behind Ransom. Our going to the final will be Treasure Coast and Ransom. Big move by Ransom at 500 meters in order to move into second place.
And they know it. They're very excited in that Ransom Everglades boat. Jacksonville Episcopal comes across the line in third place ahead of South Orlando. And then it's going to be Ransom B, and Team Tampa will finish our day 2 of the 2022 FSRA Sweep Championships from beautiful Nathan Benderson Park in Sarasota, Bradenton, Florida. My name is David Wyant. I have been joined by my broadcast partners, Joe Dobson and Casey Baker. And we will be back with you tomorrow, same place, basically the same time in the morning. And we are going to see a bunch of semifinals to start the morning and then finals for the rest of the day to crown a bunch of state champions in all of these different boat classes. As you see the final couple of boats there coming down to the finish line. And we will see you tomorrow. Bring your water, bring your sunscreen, and get ready for an exciting day.